Hello, beautiful people. Happy, Black Friday. I guess Christmas is officially underway, right? All the crazy shopping and fun, festive stuff, I guess. I actually have no idea what Black Friday shopping would look like today with all that's going on in the world. So people are out there. I hope they're safe. We start our reading today with a quote from Theodore Roethke. I learn by going where I have to go. We used to live anywhere but in the present. Our heads were full of grandiose visions of ourselves, worries about the future, or guilt about the past. We had no direction except toward the drug of our choice. Life is simpler now. We have a future, one which we have an active hand in creating. When we begin to worry what will become of us, we know that we can let go of concerns about tomorrow, do what we can today, and let God take care of the rest. By taking whatever small steps we can today, by living in the moment as best we can, we are learning how to live as we go. What better way to travel than one day at a time, choosing a full, attentive, honest life? Thanks to our program of recovery and the presence of a higher power, this is our journey. Our destination is this very moment. There is no other. With the help of our higher power, our friends in the program, and the tools of 12 steps, we learn by living. As we do, our lives takes us to wonderful places we could have hardly imagined not so long ago. Today, let me take each step with my higher power. A lot of times I connect to the readings like instantly, and I have things that you've seen me just kind of ramble off to you. And this morning's is one that I guess I'm struggling with a little. Like, I believe what it's saying, to live the one day at a time. And I also feel like my planning mode kicking in, which doesn't have to do with life. I guess that's really the essence of the reading, is how to live life today and not worry about the long-term stuff. Like, my counselor and I yesterday were talking about relationships, and she's like, someday I'd love to hear what, like this perfect guy will look like for you, or, like what would that be like? And I'm like, well, we chatted about it, and I was like, it really doesn't matter. Like, I can't focus on that right now. I need to take care of like today and being with myself and sorting through my stuff and hitting my goals, or at least striving towards my targets. So that's, I guess, one of my definitions of living in the moment, not worrying about that. If I'm supposed to date, I guess I will. Sorry, do I sound a little not excited about that? Anyway, that was one example of living in the moment. The other stuff is, and you know what? As I say this, I'm starting to realize how I have been doing this. You know that there's been some, dissension in my family? Like, there's some stress going on and people aren't talking to people, and it's just not a fun place to be. And I guess where I can apply this lesson is, instead of me worrying about it, because like I'm just so afraid somebody's going to die and people are going to regret their feelings and not solving it. I guess I need to try to not worry about that, because that's not living in today. That's not living in the moment. I can't control it. And I need to trust the universe to take care of it. Like, it must be happening for a reason. I believe that in my life. So why am I not believing it in other lives? So I guess I'll just mind my business and maybe just let that go. Relinquish it right now, even though it still bothers me. But what good is that doing? Same thing with this past. I'm still not excited about getting burned by that guy, that coach that definitely stole from me and still owes me money. And yes, I processed it, and yes, it has its value too in my life, but I need to let that go too, and just trust that higher power, universe, whatever we're calling it, will take care of him as well. So our destination is this very moment. There is no other. Our lives take us to wonderful places we could have hardly imagined not long ago. That's what I need to focus on today. I hope that's what you guys focus on too. I hope that my examples kind of showed you maybe if you're living in the future or the past. Well, the past, here's another example. My friend that I didn't speak to for a while, and I communicate now, and I still get these like feelings of I don't know what the word is, but just like these feelings if I think too much about it and think about the ways that I felt hurt in the process. And none of that really matters. I mean, it really doesn't. We're talking about someone who I've changed since all of that happened. And I think that I can see him changing and growing as things are happening. So why would I hang on to all that? I should support the victories, which I'm doing. And I find more value in that and being supportive and being collaborative about things in the recovery space and networking. And there's a lot of value to that relationship, even though it has a way different meaning, or it's a different kind of relationship than it used to be. And that's fine too, because I'm not hanging on to the past of that. And it's okay to take on a new definition. That's part of living in today, right? It's not always maybe easy or practical, or maybe we don't even know we're doing it. I mean, I just rattled off 3 examples. And if you asked me if I was living in today, I would have said yes before processing this and going through it. And I imagine that it has to do with, well, here's another example. Wow. I was at, Thanksgiving yesterday, and my brother was there, and we haven't communicated much at all since earlier this year. And I just took the approach of I was going to enjoy the day no matter what. And I communicated with him in that moment. And again, it wasn't about the past. It wasn't about the things he said to me in the past or how he's hurt my feelings in the past. It was about the moment of today. And I'm not bringing that up because I feel some kind of way about it. I'm just saying as another example. So take a look, see if there's anything that you're hanging on to that is blocking your ability to live in today. Because really, today's all we got. It's the only thing we can be committed to is today and in this moment. And we have the opportunity to make the best of it every day. And yeah, insert trust, faith, whatever you want to call it, into the universe, higher power, whatever works for you. Insert that for the things that aren't in this moment and in today. That's a good plan. All right, beautiful people. I am going to do some work and keep on trucking. I have another interview in a little while for my other show that's releasing at the beginning of the year, which we're pretty excited about a little bit. I don't know if you guys are tired of hearing about my business adventures or not, but I'm going to actually go release them on another show so that you don't get bogged down with that journey. It's just relevant to life, right? And my life is kind of going from gambler to entrepreneur. So it's pretty interesting. And it's what's working for me at the moment. So I am going to go take care of that. I hope you guys are ready for a wonderful today. I can't wish you have a good weekend because I'm telling you to live in the moment. So we won't talk about the weekend yet, unless you're halfway around the globe and closer to it than I am. But I hope you have a great day, and I will talk